kitafanyika. Kile mimi nataka tu kisema kitafanyika. Baba neno moja tu sema kitafanyika. Baba neno moja tu sema kitafanyika. Leo nataka uponyaji, imani kwa aweza yatawanya maji. Mimi nataka mnijibu swali, akifungua mlango wa kufunga nani? Woyo, I call upon Jesus, I call upon Jesus, I call upon Jesus, I call upon Jesus. Kile mimi nataka tu sema kitafanyika. Kile mimi nataka tu kisema kitafanyika. Baba neno moja tu sema kitafanyika. Baba neno moja tu sema kitafanyika. Sema kitafanyika. Sema kitafanyika.
Yes, that is Manolo with the song Faith Anthem. And that song brings us to exactly 10 minutes past 3. And you're listening to it right here on 99.9 RFM. And this right here is The Spice Show with Uncle Mike the Baker. And today I'm hosting Jabadito, the man himself. Unamsikianga kila weekday, Monday through Friday, kutoka 7 hadi 10 in the AM. Wakiwa na MC Gotoko wa Barea Kapogoro.
Yes, wa Barea Kapogoro.
And so, Mr. Minor, man, I'm telling you, zile vitu unashare, there are things that you can live a full life on. Those are life nuggets, bana. And so, you've done 2 shows.
Yes.
Ukiwa wewe ukiwa hapa unaona mazee umeomoka mbaya. This is it.
Nawashika kuwashika.
Umewashika kabisa left right center, you know, kutoka huko kwa Madhore hadi Rironi mpaka wapi, lakini uko peke yako. You're just doing the show, you yourself and you, wewe ndio unajiwekea music, unajifurahishia wewe mwenyewe. And that's as you know, so to flip your coin.
Yes.
Best moments of radio.
Yeah, but actually I've just remembered the other worst moment is when I find myself, and this is the worst moment. This sometimes makes me not want to come to work. When you find yourself at a situation where you have to make a decision, and that decision is not favorable to one of us. You know? You have to make a decision that is not favorable to one of us, but at the end of the day, you have to make that decision to protect the brand called RFM. I have found myself in 3 of such situations that at one point, I didn't want to come to work.
Wow.
And you see, the decision can be made by the board or the management team, but you be the one.
You are the one to execute.
To execute it.
So
because you are at the pedestal. So those are some.
Wewe ndio mtu akiangalia hivi hapana ni huyu.
Ni huyu. Na maybe hata mimi kazi yangu ilikuwa messenger. You know?
Wow,
but on the
I can imagine. And I can attest to that because I've seen you struggle to make some decisions, and even during the meetings. Wow.
Yes. On the flip side, yes, it's good. So many beautiful moments.
Yes.
Here at RFM, seeing people grow. I really love seeing Washira. And sometimes I say God is good that Washira is becoming in as a reader. I've seen people have made decisions, pushed for decisions to happen, and I'm told that is not a good decision. Let me single out 2 people, and I'll mention their names.
Yes.
Wagari Wawaime. and Waboi Wawahu. There are times we are in the meeting. No, she should not do that. And I say, let her do that. Let her learn akiwa kwa kazi.
Yes.
And I'm so impressed, and I celebrate you Waime and Waboi Wawahu, because they got into what we were arguing, and they proved us wrong. So that's an amazing thing. Whenever RFM and the staff touch lives,
Yes.
beautiful moments for me.
Like what happened
Beautiful.
yesterday.
Like as Jana, imagine Jana,
Yeah.
we have done a mobilization for school fees for a guy who went to Genia High School, who had lost hope of ever going to school.
Yeah.
Presenters came in, we did a beautiful thing. The guy is in school.
Wow.
Were it not for Corona, angekuwa
yes,
akiendelea.
I remember. Yes.
During
Wow.
Corona, by the way, we mobilized food stuff. We gave people food. Those beautiful things that come out of
Yes.
RFM are the best moments for me. Living my dream,
Yes.
amazingly, I love it. And you see, sometimes si lazima make decision tuingie kwa mkutano, and that's how we operate, by the way. Tukiwa na the other management members. Koiwa Mogoro came in, I can do this, you can do it,
Okay.
kesho kuja. You can see the
Wow.
kind of beautiful
Yeah.
work that Koiwa Mogoro is doing. So those beautiful moments, I just enjoy being here and seeing those amazing things happening. I've seen people grow, including myself,
Yes.
taking charge. Like, for example, last year and this year, when you're celebrating our anniversaries,
Yes.
it's not the role of management to sijui ati ndio wameenda kufanya. We come up with committees, and I really celebrate our people because they stand in and they do what is expected. Kama mi ya jana, I would say person kwenda tu nilienda. It was planned by a group of people within ourselves.
Yes.
There's a pool tournament that is coming up. Hata siwezi kuambia what is happening. The Thanksgiving church, the church service, nothing I can tell you. Mi nijipata tu pale, napiga makofi kama wengine, naambiwa kuja sasa uonge. You know, people coming in and taking charge and being there for what they've come to do here. So those are beautiful, beautiful moments that I enjoy here at RFM.
Wow. Wow, that is awesome. And as in, I mean, think about it. You shared a few things about your worst moments, and then you shared the good moments, and you realized that the good moments outweigh the worst moments.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we were talking about just before you came, the previous hour of this show. We were talking about how, you know, we look back at 2020 na tunafikiria tu corona. But I was just telling people, when you look back at where you were when the year began, how your life was, and then you look at it now, you see there definitely in your entire season of that year kumekuwa na mambo ngumu, but when you look back you see victories.
Yes.
And those victories outweigh the pandemic or whatever it is situations you're going through.
And you know, another beautiful thing that I enjoy here is the flexibility that we have. We've come with crazy ideas, and, I mean, implemented them, and we're like, wow. Was that us?
Yeah.
And then also the beautiful moments of Njoroge being around, when he's around, and you cannot tell he's the chairman of RFM, allowing us, you know, like tujitafute hadi tujipate. So Njoroge, we celebrate you so much, because I can imagine other people when they have such a beautiful, amazing dream and vision. Tungekuwa tukikaliwa huku sijui kama nini. But Njoroge has come in and ametuachilia to do what we want with RFM. And then that's why even in the management we say you're the CEO of your show. Do whatever you want with it, because you're the CEO of your own show. So that I cannot come and be standing here and bwana Mike nakwambia sasa ni wakati wa kucheza wimbo.
Ni wakati wa news.
Hiyo wimbo imeimbwa sana. So tumecheza last weekend. So don't expect to cheza the next three.
It's funny because when I was preparing for this show, nilikuwa na, you know, just changing the structure, you know, for the Spice show has to be spiced up, so kawaida. So kesho we are going back to normal, but for today, your things had to be changed. So I remember tulikuwa na Justin anaitwa Karaoke wa Ndegwa, akakuja hapa Gitanga, the money guy, akakuja akaniambia, ai nini unabadilisha aje? Ambia no, I'm the CEO of my own show, and I'm hosting the CEO of RFM.
And now,
and you know, we took that from what you always say. casually,
Yes.
and we made it something. And
And the last beautiful moment is to see other radio stations that have been existing,
yes,
and others that want to start
yes,
coming to RFM and benchmark with us.
ah,
Actually, anytime we have such guests, that is my best moment. We have a radio station that came here, I think 2 months ago,
yeah,
and they've been existing for 4 years. We are only 2 years, and they were saying we have come to benchmark.
Allah, wow,
Others have come and told us we want, unaona venye RFM iko,
muichukue hivyo,
muichukue hivyo, mtuletee kwetu. And by the way, we have done one at Kirinyaga County.
Yes.
So
I've actually seen it.
Exactly.
It's a replica. At a live, the other time I was watching the live videos.
Yes.
And I'm looking at this one. Is ni RFM? Hapana, is RFM.
So those are beautiful moments. It tells you that you, Mike, myself, Koi, Washira, Jackie, Wahu, Gitanga, we are doing a good job. Yes.
All right. Now, speaking of preparing for a show, how do you prepare for Horaime?
Good. I love politics, I told you. And also I love current affairs.
Yes.
So we have every day is have a specific theme.
Yes.
Monday is Siasa Monday. Tuesday is just like Tuesday. It's freestyle.
Yes.
But we are doing something from next week because we want to educate our masses on the BBI.
Yes.
So it might change slightly. We'll be calling it a karaoke BBI show. On Wednesdays we do Wendo Wednesday. Thursday we do Shararuka RFM. Friday is a feel good Friday. Feel good Friday. And basically now with that as the foundation of each show, it's very easy for us to prepare. Yes. And I thank God for Gotoko, because Gotoko will come very early in the morning and then do a 30-minute service, all devotion or something like that. And then I'll come in from 7:30, do newspaper review, masiasa, kila kitu.
Come in at 7:30 cube dosi sasa.
But they realize most of the time I'm even here before Gotoko.
Yeah, of course I understand ni ile unajua sisi wenye tunakuoneanga ile side.
Mnadhani nimeingia saa hiyo.
Tunakuonanga umekuja, tunajua sasa hii ndio masaa ya mdosi.
Because I'm here that early because I need to do the newspaper review. We do 2 papers. We do the Daily Nation and the People Daily.
Yes.
And that is, newspaper review is not something that you can afford to mislead people.
Yes.
So you read word by word way before you come for the show.
Sababu mtu ataenda huko anunue hiyo gazeti.
Of course.
Atasoma vile huko umeandika. Cheating us.
So I'll come, I'll allow Gotoko get here, and then me I'll be doing my newspaper review and reading what is happening. And when you're a presenter, you're a trusted voice.
Yes.
You're a trusted voice. You cannot afford to mislead the masses. Kama BBI imesema kutakuwa na prime minister na unasoma gazeti hapa unasema sijui ilisema, you cannot afford to mislead the masses because they trust you more. Pastor na presenter, those are very trusted voices.
Malcolm X said, he who controls the media controls the minds of the masses. So
you cannot afford, even when we were doing projects about COVID-19, and as we continue doing these things, you cannot afford to tell people wamekula pesa COVID, hakukuwa na COVID. You are not a health expert. So if the Ministry of Health and WHO has said there is COVID and these are the measures that you should take, please my friend, do that.
All right. So now moving on from RFM, moving on into now life sasa.
Yes.
Maina sasa ametoka hapa saa 4, ameingia kwa ulimwengu sasa. Let's now go, we are on a journey. Let's now go into the world with you now after now RFM. Tuseme ni Friday, tumekafunga sasa. Sure, we are out. What keeps you going?
Wow. What keeps me going is my beautiful wife and my cute daughter. And by the way, yes, I'm married with one daughter. A cute daughter called Shiro.
Yes.
And amazing.
Wow.
I love being with her, and I love being with my family, both nuclear and extended family.
Yes.
I love, let me tell you something. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, when all is said and done,
Yes.
family comes number one.
First. Yeah, true.
Churchill yesterday, I think yesterday, yes, was it yesterday or Friday, during the burial of Othwal,
Yes.
he really lectured his fellow comedians and told them, please stop doing what you're doing to social media fans. Your first family is your mom, your siblings, and all that.
Yes.
So for me also, that comes number one. And I thank them because they understand. Sometimes we leave this place at even 11
Yes.
at night, and they understand that we're doing that. So that is what keeps me moving. I'm the chairman, we call them now the moderator, of church group, Catho, and to YCA, Young Catholic Adults. Also, that's something that motivates me.
Yeah.
Every Thursday, we have a show called Sharukwea RFM with Bishop Shama.
Yes.
This Thursday, by the way, he said something. Sorry. He said something. And it really talked to me. And I would want to talk to you also.
Yes.
That if the time that you're supposed to be doing God's work and you do not do it, you will pay for it.
Whoa.
Either in a hospital, either you'll be sick in bed, but the time that is allocated for God's work, and you never did it, you pay for it. So for me, Sundays also I dedicate to God.
Yes.
I love farming so much. Farming, so
yes,
also
yes.
it's something that I do. I hope maybe in the next 1 year I'll go large scale.
Yes.
But now I'm doing small scale. I love watching movies. And sijui kama nafaa kusema kwa mitambo, but that's like a social drink here and there also keeps me going.
It's all right. It's all right. Tunakuona. We are seeing you. We are seeing you.
Yes.
Thank God on the Spice Show we see you with the eyes of love. Sasa, when we started this moment we're having here, you talked about principles.
Yes.
And I told you to pause on that one because we are coming to it. Now here we are. What principles govern your life?
My principles, integrity is one of them. Honesty, discipline is one. Is another very important principle that I treasure. Attitude, and it's not any other attitude. Positive attitude, and positivity, positivity of everything. Wow. You know, Mike, as they say, they can throw to you stones and use those stones to build
a foundation for yourself. Yeah.
So positivity in life is very, very important. Those are some of the and being optimistic.
Yes.
Something that I just want to be optimistic. And for whatever happens, there was a reason. And probably it was the best for you.
Whatever happened,
there was a reason.
And probably it was the best for you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's deep. Who do you look up to?
Yes, I think Gatonyo Mbugwa Kameme FM is a guy that
amazingly, every time I listen to him, nakusikianga. I don't know why. Hata kwa Facebook, sometimes he posts something. He's my friend on Facebook. Yes. And I'm always tempted to tag you kwa hiyo post because mi namuonaga tu na kuona. Now I see where it comes from. I see where Jabadito comes from in line with
Gatonyo Mbugwa. And by the way, Jabadito is a name that Koi gave me. Most people don't know that.
Koi wa Mugwero. Tutakuwa na wewe hapa next week Koi. Utatuambia hizi majina unatoa wapi?
Yes.
Now let's talk politics. Unajua mimi for a long time nimekuwa nikikuambia yenyewe unafanya kazi mzuri hapa lakini naona ni kama ulikosea kidogo. Naona tu wewe unafaa kuwa mbunge.
Amen to that.
I don't know. Maybe wewe unaweza tuambia. Is this something you desire to get into or you've ever in your heart somewhere in there unaonanga naweza tamani sana kukuwa politician. Hebu wewe niambie. Sasa tuko na wewe onea, niambie sasa.
I love politics. And let me put it this way. Everyone is a politician, including Jesus Christ.
No, you are a politician. Wewe hata si everyone, you are.
Yes, everyone is a politician. See, I wish our political class would do things differently. And politics is the one that can take your dream to become a reality. If you're given, I know you do Mahamli, if you're given a conducive environment to be an entrepreneur, licenses and all those things. And the only thing that can give you that conducive environment, over and above your hard work and praying to God, the other important segment is politics. So, I love politics. 2016, I had tried doing something, but I was told, you're very young.
Where?
The Brioni word, I was told you're very young, you're not married, blah, 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 all those things. But one day, I don't know when, but one day, I know God will favor me with a position, so that what I believe and the principle that I believe that would govern this country, and govern even my ward or my constituency, because I don't know which position God would want to give me. Inaweza kuwa ni MCA, inaweza kuwa ni MP, inaweza kuwa ni governor, president, you never know. I would love to give my leadership God-given attributes to serve the people of Kenya.
Wow.
Not necessarily the president, even Bibilioni ward or Limuru constituency.
You have done amazing job here at RFM, and I know mimi hata niko sure saizi hata ukapata kura, things will begin to change. And probably, speaking of change, if you are given that opportunity, what would you do differently
as a politician?
Tuko kwa politics sasa.
Can I tell you something I've realized with the RFM?
Yes.
Inclusivity is very important. And please listen to anyone. The soldier who is uko chini, kama respect, chances are hautayofika RFM.
Very true.
Because he's the one who has the authority there to open or close that door. He has the right of admission. So if you do not respect him, even if you know me or you know Mike, chances are it will be very hectic for you to get there. And even if you get here, utatufanyisha kazi mingi sana. Utaacha kuhost spy show uende kumchukua. Wala singekuwa very simple. Come, humble yourself and so inclusivity is very important. And I think for me the gap that I see in so many politicians is the know-it-all attitude. And lack of inclusion. I know the Constitution 2010 had seen that. And that's why every other important project, the members of the public has to be called for a public participation. So that you can include the members. Because you cannot bring, for example, you cannot go to Mombasa and say, I've started a pig slaughterhouse. People of Mombasa do not believe that eating pig is holy. Very true. You cannot come here. You cannot come here or maybe let me give you an example of Limuru. You cannot come here to Limuru and say, for example, you want to have to be selling ice cream in the month of July. My friend, you uanze kampuni ya ice cream hapa.
Hiyo ni kasorobo. Utakuwa off. But you're doing a good thing. The wrong place. But if you came and included the people of Limuru and asked them, by the way, guys, what do you think you can do here? They will tell you, and maybe you'll not miss that on that point. So for politicians, I believe that's the only thing. Even when you come to the national politics, watu hataki BBI sahi, the nini on the ground. I'm a guest today, so I'm a guest, so not a presenter. Actually, sasa yeye ndiye anaongea. Mnasikia?
So, they don't want that. People want to be given solutions and ideas on how to overcome the aftermath of corona.
True.
So I think for me, politicians, what they lack is that aspect of humbling themselves and trying to understand what the common mwananchi wants. The other mistake that we have done in the political class or in the political field is we worship our political leaders so much. Mike, I had a privilege to travel outside the country one time, and specifically I had gone to Germany.
Yes.
And one thing I realized, the state that I was living in kulikuwa na campaigns. So me, I was asking the guy who had hosted me, what is happening? Naona kila mtu ameshika kanini ka vote for.
Yeah,
kuna uchaguzi. Namuuliza kuna uchaguzi na these are how people campaign. Yes. Actually, kama kuna mkutano, if you come 10 minutes late, utapata watu wameenda. But what do we do here? Unaambia mkutano unaanza saa 4. People
saa 5.
Not even saa 5. I have ever attended a meeting na sema ilikuwa nani? Alikuwa amesema atakuja 11. Alikuja 4.
The leader themselves,
yes.
They don't honor their word. Wow, okay.
And that's something I say, whenever, and God will help me remember this, whenever I become a leader, nikisema ni saa 4.
Ni saa 4.
Because you're not different with other people. So even as voters or Wanjiko, we need also to show these people the only thing that we've done ni sisi tulikupatia jukumu la kutusimamia bunge. So actually, if there are people that you should be respecting so much, it should not be the other way around. Yes.
Wow. I told you this guy anafanya kazi ya RFM. He is the CEO of RFM, but hapa nini afai kuwa hapa kuwa did I just say that? If you a witness, nipatie nini emoji. Yes. So wow, that is deep. And by the way, I'll be looking forward to that moment, because I know it is coming. The way I know you so far baka hapa, I know it is coming very soon. Utakuwa unapita na gari moja kubwa hivi iko na nini.
And let me tell you something.
Inaitangwa nini ile sun hot ile inafungukaga hivi unatokea.
Naanza kusalimia
unasalimia wananchi.
But let me tell you, whenever I'm doing this and I would want one day to be an elected leader, I am a staunch believer that leadership comes from God. And what inspires me most is what happened to David. Yes, King Bible. David in the Bible. Odhamaki umakwe guy.
Yes.
When was it Samuel?
When that guy killed Saul, alafu akakuja aambia wewe sasa ende.
No, when David was alikuwa huko akichunga mbuzi.
Samuel came and
yes.
Akakuja akakuta wale wako na nguvu.
Jesse anamwambia hapana, ni huyu.
Huyu ndiye anakaa king.
Akienda kumwagilia nini hivyo no. Until David nini. Because when leadership is ordained from God, my friend, you don't even need to.
Cannot be
exactly. And that's what I pray and ask God. If I'm going for this,
let you be ordained of God.
Yes, of you.
Wow.
Because it becomes even easier.
Yes.
To talk to people. God gives you favor.
God gives you favor with men.
Charisma.
Favor with God and favor with men.
Exactly.
Wow.
So for me, I'm waiting for that opportunity. That if it's ordained from God, yes, I'll go for it. But I will not force it.
Wow.
Yes.
That is deep. That right there is deep. Ladies and gentlemen, Jabadito himself is in the building right here on the Spice Show live with me, Uncle Mike the Baker. We are almost concluding. Now, before hata niingie huko, I want to ask you, Mr. Maina, what is your definition of greatness?
Definition of greatness. Okay, I'll repeat what I've just said. The success of any leader is when he makes more leaders. And my definition of greatness is when you have a holistic kind of growth. You know, greatness for me would mean you have a blessed family, you have wealth, health, prosperity, and the fear of God.
Wow. Health, wealth, prosperity, and the fear of God.
Yes.
Wow. Now, besides radio, besides politics, how do you balance everything together? Family, business, in you yourself, as in, because I'm thinking, I have seen you even when we are so tired. Tumefanya kazi, we have been out there, and we are all so beat, but you're still strong. How do you strike this balance in your life?
If you do everything at the right time, at the right way, with the right people, and yes, I think everything becomes easy. My family is a very good and concrete and strong pillar in supporting me. and even the family at RFM, because I think I told you sometimes back when you had called me, this is no longer a workplace. It's a family.
It's a family.
It's a family.
Wow.
So sometimes, yes, it's tiring, but that balance is there, and you just need to have a supportive team back at home and at your workplace.
Wow.
When you have the two, you're good to go, and even a supportive class of friends. Yes.
I have one last question.
Yes.
And I like to. This is always my last question in every of these moments that I have with anyone on the Spice Show. And I want you to just picture many years ahead. I don't know how long you desire to live here on earth, but I'm looking at it now. Sasa hiyo siku imefika. Now fast forward, uko 95 sasa, umeamua sasa hii ndio wakati sasa na leo nataka kwenda home. You are now there, old age, and everything else you have been doing, every accomplishment is taken away from you. Yani unaenda nayo. Unaenda nayo. And this is your last moment. I want you to give us one lesson that you would leave us with. Yani wala watu wanaachwa. Of course, kama 95, wengi mimi nitakuwa nilishaenda. So I'm thinking, what is that one lesson you would leave for the people you leave behind to live by after you're gone?
Your questions are so philosophical, bana. One lesson.
Just one lesson you draw from your life, yenye unaweza achia, yenye utaachia people you leave behind to live their lives with.
Okay, Mike, and allow me, I know you're having another guest, but allow me respond to this question this way. Because I said that I want to talk about volunteerism. I think one of the lessons, let me just say this, one of the lessons that I would want to leave people with, whatever you have, Mike, I want now also, you've told me to picture.
Yes.
I want to also, you and the listener, to picture this. You imagine the manager at Butter Shoe Company.
Yes.
This manager has been given the mandate by the board of Butter Shoe Company to give leadership to everyone who works at Butter Shoe Company.
Yes.
So he is told, this year we want 5,000 pairs of shoes.
Yes.
He's asked, what do you want to meet that objective? He says, I want 1 million because 100,000 will go to this, blah, 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 all that.
Yes.
So how I would want to live my life, and the lesson that I would want to live to people is that you are the manager of the board in heaven. Kule juu, this is how I picture it. Kule juu kuna board members na kuna chairman ambaye ni God. Lakini huku chini, you are the manager. This is what I want to, it means simply, the car that you drive, the house that you live, the money that you have, the business that you have, those are resources given to you by God, so that you manage them on His behalf here on earth.
Yes.
They are not yours. So the car that you drive, Mike, ukipatana na mtu pale kwa njia, you should remember that you're just managing that car. Ni venye Mungu amekupatia the responsibility of managing that car. But si yako.
Yes.
It's only that manager wa Bata haezi valia kiatu imeraruka na ako Bata Shoe Company.
Kwa shoe company, yeah.
So share what you have with other people. Because basically you're managing God's resources here on earth.
Wow. Share what you have with other people because you are managing God's resources
here on earth. And so it doesn't make sense for me for someone to have 1,000 acres of land and there's someone who is homeless.
Wow.
I think hiyo siku ya kiama kuna watu wengi watakuwa na very hard time ya kuexplain. Mungu amekuuliza, nilikupatia 1,000 acres of land na uliniomba ukaniambia nikikupatia utashare na watu wengine, utafanya. Haukufanya. So person X, Y and Z akaenda akakaa bila shamba for 10 years na yako ni miti tu ilikuwa There's nothing productive that was happening.
Whoa.
So always remember, even the court that I have right now, I'm just managing God's resources here on earth.
Wow.
That's how I would want to wind up. But let me just say two things.
I believe, Yani, everything you have shared is relevant. Everything you've shared is key. And even before I let you say the final word,
yes, okay,
allow me to just celebrate you. Because you, just from spending that 1 hour with you, you have shared your life with us, is enough that we can live. I can live the rest of my years with what we've shared in the last one hour.
Thank God.
And I celebrate you today for being an outstanding man, for being a leader, and for being, a cover. Saizi tukiatakiwa hapa, tutakuja tuulizwe nani mkubwa hapa? Na mimi nitaokoka sababu uko area. And for that I celebrate you.
Yes.
And the work you do here is amazing. And Yani, I celebrate you.
Thank you very much.
And on together with the Spice Show family, we celebrate you and endelea na kazi nzuri hivyo.
Asante sana, Mike.
Final words.
Yes. And thank you very much, and give God all the glory. There's a slogan nowadays I'm using, Mungu ni mkuu.
Yeah. Yes.
Mungu ni mkuu. Yes.
True.
So it's about him.
Yes, it is.
Yes. But also allow me celebrate the people that we work with. Thank you very much, you guys, for being part of the success story. Were it not for you, Mike, akina Koiwa Mugwero, everyone, probably atungekuwa hapa.
Yes.
So we thank God for you. Njoroge, by the way, for believing in us. Njoroge, we celebrate you so much.
Yes.
Thank you very much, by the way, Njoroge. I think I've never said this on air. Thank you, Njoroge, for believing in me, for believing in us, for believing in the whole system. Even when we come with crazy ideas, you buy them. Thank you very much, Bona Chairman. And Njoroge also teaches me a lot.
Yes.
About God.
He was actually here 2 weeks ago, and he shared a lot of things. And you can actually watch that video on YouTube, on RFM 99.9 YouTube channel. Go up or subscribe, and you see that video. Get to learn, get to know more about our chairman, Mr. Njoroge.
Mr. Njoroge. So I celebrate him so much because he's an amazing God. I mean, he's an amazing guy given to us by God.
Yes.
I was telling you, I learned about God so much about through Njoroge, because when I think about David, I also think about David the king of the Bible. I also think about Njoroge. Mashabiki wetu, asanteni sana. They've been instrumental in making us who we are right now. Were it not for you, Mashabiki, thank you very much. We really honor you. The team of management, watu tunakunanga nao vichwa sana. Koiwa Mugwero in charge of finances and human resource, Washira in charge of operations here at RFM. I love working with them. You know why? Tutabishana hapa kwa ofisi, lakini we'll go and have nyama choma or tea together like nothing happened. I just enjoy working with this team. I really enjoy working with them. And just know that Washira and Koiwa Mugwero, and probably very soon we'll be having someone else coming in. And just to welcome you for our second anniversary celebrations. We thank God for giving us 2 years. Yesterday we were at Otogi Angels Children's Home.
Yes.
We are planning for a pool tournament, also planning for a football tournament, and on 20th November, God willing,
we shall be having an amazing night,
glamorous dinner at Jumuiya.
Yes.
I would want to say this. Young people who are listening to me,
yes,
please learn to volunteer. Please learn to volunteer. It's only that time would not allow us. Part of my success story, part of my journey, part of the places I've traveled, part of the people I've met, part of the connection and networks I've made is because of volunteerism. Wow. Why would you spend 10 hours of your time watching a movie, whereas you'd come here at Red Cross and start volunteering? or come here at RFM and say, you know what, I don't want you to pay me, I want to volunteer to be correcting news or doing something. Your social worth and your social network is equivalent to the success you want in future. And the only place your social worth will increase and network will increase is when you volunteer.
Wow.
Please learn to volunteer.
Yes.
Maybe at our age it might not make sense. Lakini kama umeclear form 4,
yeah,
au umeclear kampuni tafuta job. Usitafute job uko umekaa kwa nyumba. In Limuru, you're lucky and so sad that I will not be joining them. We have Lottery of Limuru.
Yes.
I mean Loteract of Limuru. A group
club
of young people coming together, networking and having fun together.
Yes.
We have Lijusa. And please learn to volunteer. And that's my word for young people, because I've seen the beauty of volunteerism. Were it not for volunteerism, I would not have met Njoroge.
Yeah.
Were it not for volunteerism, I would not be here saying goodbye to you. Thank you very much, and I'm honored that you found time.
Mr. Stephen Maina Jenga has been our guest today, and what an amazing moment we've shared. Imagine 1 hour of your life, 1 hour. Hiyo tumeshare hapa. You've learned something that you can use for the rest of your life. Hiyo tu. Mr. Maina, we celebrate you, sir. Thank you for gracing us on the Spy Show. Nilijuanga tu siku moja utakuja kuwa co-host wangu. And it has happened, and we thank God for
Kizungu
that.
mingi.
Yeah.
I hope kesho ntatuna.
Hata isipo iko sawa. We are still in the season of celebration, and I'm so glad, even as we celebrate 2 years of being on air, we celebrate you too for being an amazing leader, for being the guy carrying this dream forward. Yes, ilikuwa dream ya Njoroge, but you took it up, and because of that we keep going, and thank you for being on my case all the time, so that for that reason this show is becoming better and better. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Mr. Stephen Maina Jenga. I call him, he's my brother. Ndawaonesha picha kwa Facebook after this. But ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the Spy Show, live on 99.9 RFM. Coming up right now is a song by Masi Masika. It's a brand new song, and this song is called Nivute. And I hope that everything we have learned today itakuvuta towards your purpose.
And by the way, Mike, we had on Wednesday we had Thanksgiving service.
Yes.
We had more than 10 pastors, and all of them prophesied for RFM to have a TV.
Whoa!
So maybe
RTV.
very soon.
RTV coming soon. Let's see about that.